I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makakwadash, and a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for pushing this truth. I was watching this last night before I went to sleep, and still there's no update on it. If I type in radiation spreading across Ukraine, but one thing I noticed is that radiation has been spreading across Ukraine as far as Russia's concerned. Explaining the Chernobyl situation in Ukraine, radiation readings rise in Chernobyl, radiation levels spike as huge forest fires rage near Chernobyl nuclear power plant. And these are 3 years ago, 1 year ago. Concerns rising over radiation after Russian attack on nuclear power plant. Warning explosions at Zaporizhia nuclear power plant send radiation across. Warning explosion. Never heard of a warning explosion. That must mean that the next explosion is going to be devastating. Salaki, what could happen if Zaporizhia nuclear power plant is attacked? Well, we're going to start back from the beginning.
November the 14th, 2023. Has an important update on the European situation here with Ukraine and Russia. Back in the spring, it's been
And with that being said, Russia as a whole are Edomites. Ukraine as a whole are Edomites. Let's get some scriptures. The book of Matthew chapter 20, matter of fact, Salaki. The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. The thing that hath been is that which shall be. Now, hasn't radiation been spread across in Hiroshima and many other places when they test the nuclear bombs? Radiation is spread. All right, Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. The thing that hath been is that which shall be. So this radiation should be spread again. It has happened in our lifetime, let alone in World War II. Right, after they chose Einstein's madness over Nikola Tesla's inventions. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, and Nikola Tesla and Einstein worked together. I believe it was called the Manhattan Project, where supposedly, you don't never know what Esau, because he's just a liar. Was supposedly the Manhattan Project, where a ship teleported from Philadelphia port to the seven cities, Newport News, Norfolk area. It transported to that port. Let Esau tell it. So Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9, the thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. So this radiation from nuclear blasts and bombs is something that Jake might as well get used to seeing or expect seeing. It will come. Matthew chapter 24 verse 22, it will come on the land of America. And except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Right? They have a plethora, arsenal of weapons. Traditional warfare is no longer even required. I guess the only reason why they would want traditional warfare is just to keep some sort of tradition. Make it seem as though they're not going to flood the whole place with war drones or warplanes and so forth, or just nuclear bombs. Matthew chapter 24 verse 22, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. So if the heavenly angels don't intervene with these rockets and all types of stuff that's going on, let me think about video footage I've seen with the rockets are in Gaza are being guided and disarmed or causing to explode before hitting their requested target. Right? No flesh will be saved if the days aren't shortened. Right? It goes for flesh in the land, air, or sea. Verse 23, then if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is Christ. That's what Bishop Nate does. He says, black Jesus Christ. Or there believing not. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets. And there are many, many, many false prophets. And shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. The earth shook in Ukraine. Scientists. There are radioactive particles as far as England. Russia hit depleted uranium warehouse. So we're not ready because we're not informed. And the only thing that we can do is rely on Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? Radioactive particles as far as England. Let's look something. Look something up. Let's go to England. Slovakia. Slovakia. England. Ukraine. She says Ukraine road. Oh, Slovakia. Slovakia, rookie mistake. Probably is no way from England to Ukraine. Let's see. 22 days. 22-day walk. 31-hour drive. All right. How many miles? 1,600 miles. Rounding off 7 miles. 1,600 miles. The earth shook in Ukraine. Scientists, there are radioactive particles 1,600 miles away from the depleted uranium warehouse. That's all we need to know. Right? And these false prophets, these false Christs, can't deceive the very elect, but they can deceive everybody else. The book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 18, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, spiritually dead. Right? And that thou shouldest give it thy reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name. Right? So some of the prophets are dead as well. Some of the servants are dead. Right? They're going to receive their reward. They're going to be brought back to life, resurrected in new bodies. Excuse me. After being translated. That they should fear thy name, fear the name Yahweh, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. And who destroyed the earth? The Edomites. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. So, Russians are Edomites.
A few months ago, when the U.S. and I think it was the U.S. and maybe other NATO countries, were sending depleted uranium into Ukraine. I think it may have been in the forms of already formed missiles or just warheads. They started putting these in warehouses at that time, and Russia warned that the countries involved with this would pay a heavy price. And so what they've done since then, and this is saying that the earth shook in Ukraine, there are radioactive particles as far as England. Russia hit the depleted uranium warehouses. Again, the scientists have been monitoring this now. Now there's radiation that has spread all the way west to the UK, possibly further into the Atlantic. I would be very concerned if I was in the Canary Islands, for example. I don't know how much radiation has gotten past that point. If it gets in that southerly part, moving down from the Canary Islands to the Cape Verde Islands along the Africa.
Salaki.
Just picturing in my mind here, and gets into that band that moves hurricanes
72, verse 5,
towards the U.S., then the radiation would already be, say, in the Bahamas, Puerto Rico, things like that. But we're going to have to look at different radiation measurements from around the planet, and that's what we'll do in the updated version of this video once I have time to do it. But you guys need to be aware that this is happening to you. And if it's in UK, moving that far from Ukraine, then it's going to be hundreds of times stronger than that in the path from Ukraine moving west to the UK. Now also, guys, Russia hit Kiev today, the capital city. They now control
NATO, Europe, all the Edomites, Russia, Ukraine. That is his name. The net with the Yuhu, Netanyahu. These are all Edomites. All right, they all transgressors by wine. All right, they're all proud, and they all can't keep their ass at home. All right, they enlarge their desire as the grave. These are all the Edomites, and it's as death. These are the Edomites. They are as death. They enlarge their desires. They can't stay their ass at home. These are the Edomites, man. The Muslims could keep their ass at home. All of them goddamn Muslim countries. They can keep their ass at home. Jacob, he keep his ass at home. Or on the plantation, wherever he's stuck at, or pleased at. So the Esau cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations. Now what is Russia doing? What is Putin doing? He's being a defense to who? To all the nations besides the Edomites. Putin is gathering into himself all nations that aren't Edomites. Now what does Esau do? First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 41. Antiochus. Antioch. What the hell? Let me get it. I already messed it up. Moreover, First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Makes me think of the mark of the beast. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion. Made me think of Bishop Nate and Nyquam and a gorilla, a Hebrewish gorilla, and sacrifice and a tear up on my face deacon, and sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath. Profane the Sabbath by calling it Friday to Saturday, man. What the hell is wrong with them? These intelligent idiots. All right, so those that destroy the earth must be destroyed. Those that heapeth unto him all people must be destroyed. All right, Esau Edom gotta go. And Esau Edom is the Russians, the Jewish people, the so-called Germans and Europeans and Iceland and Americans and all of these Edomite ran countries, Edomite ran provinces. Lock it.
control the industrial zone of that city. Think about that. When you control the industrial zone, that's shipping, manufacturing. They control it. That war is very close to being over unless major powers step in and another event happens like this. But let's take a look at it. This is Dr. Christopher Busby, chemist and scientific secretary of the European Commission on Radiation Risk. He's reporting that an increase in airborne uranium particles following an explosion at a depleted uranium munitions depot in Ukraine has been detected as far away as southeast England. Guys, you remember back several years ago, we covered the
erupting. They used to talk about the Hiroshima blast, that the radiation in the cloud didn't go past the southern equator. They said that the southern equator and the northern equator is like oil and water when it comes to the air. They said it doesn't mix. So I used to always plan on being down in South and Central America for some sort of super caldera blast or Yellowstone blast. That's why I was always into Yellowstone and the super caldera and so forth. And it's different prophecies that I need to be paying attention to instead of the prophecy of Esau, Edom, and his Yellowstone expectations. All right. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And Yahweh requireth that which is past. Right. So Esau, Edom has to pay for the nuclear bombs that he dropped off by getting bombed himself. Same thing with Russia. Same thing with Netanyahu. And same thing with all of these nations. Right? They have to pay. They have to pay for what they've done to the earth, and which is also God's creation, and they have to pay for what they've done to God's his wife, the wife of the Lord, the bride. The wedding is getting ready to take place in our lifetime, and that is between the men, women, and children who have come back to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. And the reason why it applies to the men, the Lord looks at the men as a comely and delicate woman who disgusts him at this time, but he's given a chance to come back to him. It's because we carry the seed, and a man puts his seed inside of his woman. So we have the seed of God inside of us. We have the holy seed, and that's what a woman does. She carries the seed of her man, of her husband. All right. So the Lord is our husband, and the husbandry process, the farming process, the planting of seeds has taken place in the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the holy seed. All right. Every other human being has the seed of man. All right. Or the seed of the Esau, brute beast. Right. But we have the seed of Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai within us. Now, I'm not really sure all the details on this, but we need Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to perform miracles, have mercy on us, because who can escape this? I'm going to put the link in the description box. Shalom.